Yeah. So I'll be giving a demo on how to deploy a high available infrastructure on AWS with WordPress website. Okay. So let me go through with the PPT. So what are the prerequisites? Like you need a AWS account, VPC, subnet, security group, internet gateway, EC2, load balancer, RDS, and Route 53. These are the we need to set up a highly available network or infra. Okay, so let's start. Understand with the basic structure, basic architecture of highly available network. So to deploy this network, this architecture, first we need to create a VPC. VPC means a logical network. First we need to create a logical network on AWS, or we can call VPC also on AWS. Okay, VPC means virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud means like you're going to create a network virtually. Okay, that's a virtual private cloud. Okay, so this network, it's itself by default it is private. That's why it's called virtual private cloud. Okay, so under the cloud, under the network, we're going to create a two subnets. Okay, and under the subnets, that subnets are created under the availability zones. Okay, under the subnets, we're going to deploy EC2 instance which host a WordPress site. Okay, so we're going to deploy a highly available network. That means there 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 are 99.5% availability. Means your network not going to be like 99.5% not going to be a down. Okay, means for example, if any server get terminated or any server gets shut down, this highly available network have a capability to handle the traffic. Okay, and after some time this highly available network respin new server with the same configuration. So your traffic will be handled by this highly available network. Okay, okay, okay. So for to make it highly available, we need sort of services like a auto scaling, load balancer. Okay, so this load balancer basically balancing the load between the servers, between the numbers of servers. Okay, and auto scaling will keep you can say the basis of condition, it auto scale the capacity, it auto scale the servers. Okay, for example, like in a like you have two servers inside the between inside the different subnets at a peak time. For example, between 9 to 10 or whatever, at a peak time this servers get out of capacity. What auto scaling do, based on the condition, it spin the new servers to handle the unwanted, or you have to to handle the traffic, okay, which is coming from internet. Okay, so there is a role of load balancer and this is the role of auto scaling. What RDS is doing here, RDS basically database service of AWS, will going to set up MySQL database on RDS. Okay, and WordPress application on EC2 instances. Okay, which integrated with RDS. Okay, what Route 53 do here? So Route 53 a DNS service of AWS. Okay, so basically this service is DNS is responsible for name to IP resolution. Okay, so like we have different types, like other DNS service, for example, GoDaddy, Hostinger, or different more. AWS have their own DNS service that's called Route 53. The role is same, like by Route 53 you can do your DNS management. Okay, so let's move forward. So first we need to create a VPC. Okay, VPC means first we need to create a network. Okay, so let me go to the AWS console. Okay, I'm going to deploy that highly available network or highly available infrastructure on AWS. Okay, so for that you need to log into the console and first create a VPC. Okay, so how you move to the VPC? Just you can search here VPC, virtual private cloud. Okay, virtual private cloud, a simple meaning, it is a logical network. Okay, it's just like overview of highly available infrastructure. Okay, so
Right.
I'm not going to like give more depth information on each resources what I'm using here. I'm just giving a simple definition, like for example, what is VPC? VPC is just a logical, you can say logical network which we're going to create on AWS. Okay, so just go to the VPC dashboard and click on create VPC. Okay, so we'll only going to create a VPC. Okay, put a tag here. Tag means name, you can name it your network name, for example, I'll give demo, and your CIDR range. Okay, so CIDR range you can take as a like a range. You're going to define a range, how many subnets you can by dividing or by chopping that network, how many subnet you can create. Okay, basic simple example, like for example, you have one plot. Okay, and you're going to build a house. So network is your plot, and when you building house, like you building your rooms and separating the rooms, like for example hall, room 1, room 2, like that. So first for that you need a plot, so I'm creating here a plot. Okay, for example, so this is, for example, this is your network size, means this is your plot size. Okay, now I have a plot. Now I want to set up like my uh, like things. Okay, so for that you need to build rooms. Okay, so same here, like I have a network and you have to, you like, I want to like create resources. For that you need a subnets where you can put your resources. So this is your, I have to select my VPC. Okay. I'm going to create 2 subnets as per the requirement. Okay, if you go through this architecture, let me show you. As per the architecture, I have created a VPC. Okay, and now I'm going to create a subnet which is on different availability zone. What is availability zone? Availability zone like a isolated data centers. Okay, it's nothing, it's a data center, isolated data center, where I'm going to create a subnets. Okay, so here you need to give your preference. So I'll select this data center. You can give tagging here, like this is, you can give here your block site, and you can give tagging, whatever tagging you want, you can give. So I'm going to divide a network into two parts. Okay, chopping into two parts. Okay, so for that I have to give CIDR value. So to understand this, we need to understand about network and subnets. Okay, so I'm not going to like give that things. Okay. So we need two subnets. Add new subnets. Subnet 2 is one dot. It's like your room size. Okay, subnet 1 or room 1, room 2 is your room size. I'm giving the room size. This is your tagging. Here I'm giving a room size. For identification, I'm giving like this way. You can give name or whatever tagging you want. Okay, so as per the diagram, we have VPC, means we have a plot, and we have subnets, means we have rooms. Okay, we have created. Now I have to create a resources under this subnets. Okay, before that, whenever you create a VPC, there's a private VPC, and whatever the subnet created under that VPC, that's a private subnets. Okay, VPC, and under VPC we already created subnets. That both subnets are by default private. To access the resource which is hosted on the particular subnet from the internet, you need to make that particular subnet a public subnet. Okay, how we can create that private subnet, or how we convert that private subnet to public subnet. Okay, otherwise we can't able to access that resources which is hosted on that subnet from the internet. Okay, to access that resources we need a private subnet. For that I need a gateway, which through the traffic, or which make a route between subnets and internet. Okay, so what is gateway? Gateway, like you can say router, or it like which help the traffic to route from subnet to internet. Okay, it's just a gateway, it's just a door from where your traffic goes out and from where your traffic goes in your network. Okay, so create internet gateway, name it. Okay, so internet gateway has created, but now we have to attach this internet gateway our particular VPC, otherwise we can't connect to the internet. So the attached to the internet gateway, just you need to go to the action. First you need to go to internet gateway, create internet gateway, and go to your internet gateway, go to action and attach VPC and select your particular VPC. So your gateway is attached to the VPC, but gateway doesn't know where to go. Okay, gateway is just you can say traffic police. Okay, it doesn't know like this, I have to go to this destination, how to go, what route uh, for that destination. Okay, so we have to give a root information to this root gateway for this to this gateways. So let me create a root table first for that. Okay, so so root table is created. Okay, and I want to add a roots for a internet. Click on add root. So for internet, this is internet address. Okay, destination is your internet, target from through which you're going to internet. So internet gateway is push the traffic to the internet and receive a traffic from the internet. So routes has been added. After adding routes, we need to add subnets into this route table. Okay, because traffic are coming from subnets. So go to subnet association, added subnet association, and select both subnet and save association. So both subnet are added to the root table. So our network part is completed. We have created a VPC. Okay, we have created a subnets, like we have chopped that network to two parts, and we have created internet gateway to connect with the internet, connect with the or do a WAN communication. Okay, and for WAN communication, we have to tell about the routes to the gateways. So that I have created route tables. Under the route tables, I have added the routes. So VPC part is done. Okay, this VPC part is done, and we have already created the subnet also.
Okay.
Yeah. Next, uh, next we can create a EC2 instances, like where I'm going to host that WordPress site. Okay. To let's move to the EC2 service. Okay. What is EC2 service? EC2 means Elastic Cloud Compute. It is mean like it is a service which provide you virtual servers. Okay. Not only the virtual servers, you can create a servers, you can deploy the load balancer, you can deploy the auto scaling, you can create volumes, snapshot, and many more. Okay, so let's go and create instances. Instances means servers or computing power. Okay, so basically I'm going to create a one instance. From that instance, I'm creating a custom AMI. Okay, so first I'm going to create servers. Okay, so you when you set up a servers, you need operating system, you need your hardware, RAM, CPU, whatever. Okay, all those things you need to set up. So same thing we are going to select here. Okay, first you need to select your AMI or AMIs. Okay, what is AMIs? So AMIs is a pre-configured operating system which has application software like for example like C++ software or other utilities. Okay, some AMIs has Apache pre-installed or Tomcat pre-installed. So basically AMI is just a pre-configured I can say operating system, or or template. It's like a template, pre-configured template with the operating system and application software. So you get many options, for example Mac OS, Red Hat, CentOS, Windows, and many more. So I'm going to do this demo on Amazon Linux. So select Amazon Linux. You can do on like any select any AMIs. For example, if you want to do on Red Hat or SUSE, you can select. Okay. Here, here I'm going to select like hardware parts. Okay. This all are the virtual. Okay. So basically, when I'm giving this information, AWS taking the information and creating a virtual machine on their infrastructure. Okay. So here I'm selecting what type of family, means what type of configuration you need, hardware configuration. So I'm selecting a free tier 1. I don't want it get charged, so I'm selecting a free tier 1 because it's just a demo. Now uh, select your network and subnets. And auto public IP assign should be enabled, so I can connect. Review and launch. I'm just giving a small information. Okay, and what is this? So this is a key pair. It's help or it's used when you connect it to the server. So it just contain public and private key. So public key which going to be stored on AWS side, and private key what we have. Okay, so when we going to connect with instances or servers, EC2 instances or server, we need this keys. So keys has two part, one is public, second is private one. So public one is stored in the AWS side, and private one is with us. So when this both a public, both the key get matched, then only we get login. Okay, it take like 2 to 3 minutes to get set up. So till getting configured, let's go and configure database part also, because it is a two-tier application. Okay, one like your application, second your database. So go to the database part, set a database part. So by using RDS we can do that. So RDS service is a relational database service. It is a fully managed service. You just need to give information or configuration, it AWS is going to set up on your behalf. Okay, so this is RDS dashboard. Okay, by using RDS you can create a database. So RDS support uh, 6 types of database. So Amazon Aurora, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and MS SQL. So I'm going to create MySQL database because you can create MariaDB also or MySQL. Okay, this is for free tier. Okay, I'm just giving a demo, and this is identification. For identification, you can give this DB instant identifier. Okay, and this is a master username, like MySQL. When you setting MySQL or MariaDB, by default they have a master username called root. Here, here you create your master user, like for example demo or any else, and give password. And this DB, it's going to be create on this like this hardware, T3.micro hardware. This hardware has two virtual CPUs, 1 GB RAM, and this is a network speed. A previous version also there. You can, if you want previous version, you can go with the previous version. Okay, like T2 micro, whatever you want. Okay, invalid password. Okay. Okay, so get now here select your VPC which you have created. So I've created a demo one. So database here it's asking like you have a public access or you want no public access, means private access. So database should be in private subnet. If you select yes, it's going to create on public subnet, and if you select no, it's going to create in private subnet. Like it's not accessible directly from the internet. Availability zone. So I'll selecting this one and create database. Okay, so database part also completed. Like we have configured this MySQL database. In this MySQL database, go to the firewall part of this database. Okay, how we can go to, like, go to the database, and this is your database, and then go to the firewall part. So firewall means security group. Okay, so go to the security group and open ports, otherwise your server will not able to connect with database. Okay, your application server. So we need to add some, enable some inbound and outbound traffic. So for best practice, Okay, go to the added inbound rules. So I'm going to enable only MySQL port. Okay, for that EC2, for this EC2 only. So you can put IP also, or else the best way you directly put this security group like EC2 security group ID here. So whatever the like whatever the EC2 instance are added way in this security group are have access of this RDS. Okay, done. Save rules. So what I did, I just enable like communication between servers and RDS. How? There is a two-way. You can allow the connection to RDS by IP, or you can allow the connection to RDS on RDS by security group ID. So I have selected security group ID because, for example, I am going to create a multiple server which are added in a single security group, like which are behind in a single firewall. So I allowed that firewall for RDS. Okay, that's why I added only security group. So that's a recommended way to how this way you can enable communication. Okay, so your instance is ready and RDS is also ready. So I'm going to configure WordPress on it. So just select your instance and click on connect. Click on first tab and connect. So move to the root user. Okay, so now first installed Apache, or first update your repository. Okay, now installed Apache means HTTPD, or we need MySQL client also. MariaDB, both are same. Okay, so yeah, Apache installed. Now we want WordPress file. Okay, so download the WordPress. And we can directly download on server. How we can just run wget command. Wget is used for downloading from website. So run ls for C, like this package is WordPress package is downloaded. Okay, move this package to the Apache location, Apache home location. Okay, how we can move it? So mv command and Apache home location, the default home location var www html. Okay, www, sorry, go to that home location and unzip the file. Unzip latest dot zip. So get unzip. Okay, so this is your WordPress location. Okay, this is your WordPress location. Now here we need to give some information like database information, so WordPress can connect it to database, like ID and password. Okay, username and password. So where I can give, so there is one file called wp config sample. Just name this file. How we can name it? Rename this file wp config. First rename it to wp-config.php. Okay, this is a sample one. We need to rename it. Now open that file. So there is one editor called Nano. You can use vi also. Come down and give database credential. For example, database name. So how you can get that name and all? Just go to the RDS. Okay, so under the configuration, you will see database name, database ID, and the username is admin or demo. Yeah, username is demo and password I know. Okay, so right now I only have one, like some default databases. Okay, but I want my custom database. Okay, so I have to create that database on MySQL. How I can create? First, let me came out from here. So how we can create a database on MySQL? So just log into the MySQL database. Like usually we do, we need a database like MySQL IP or endpoint. So this is MySQL endpoint. Okay. Yes. So H mean host. Put your host name or IP address database. Okay, database IP address or whatever. Now hyphen u for username. So username is demo. Hyphen p password. Enter. Give password. Hyphen username. So I have to check like 307. Sorry, security group. So I have to enable some ports on server side also. I'll open all traffic for a second. Okay, so I'm in MySQL. Last time I've given wrong password. That's why I'm not able to log in. I can change it to back. Only one port I need here. That is HTTP and SSH, 2 ports. Okay, so I'm in database server. I need to create a database. Create database name, for example, demo. Let me log in again. Okay, create database demo. Okay, it's created. Demo 1 is created. How we can check that? So show databases. So demo 1 is created. Now exit. Now again go to that wp config file. WP config file. Now here I can give database name, username. So database name is demo, which I have created. Username is your same as an database name, demo. Okay, and the simple password. You can give complex one. Just save it. Okay. Now start the service. Systemctl Apache service. Systemctl start httpd. Okay. Let me check it's working or not. So how I can check? Just go to your application server. This is your application server. App server. Copy the IP and paste it on URL and check your WordPress is opening or not. Your Apache is opening. It's working now. Okay. Go to back. Like I have to give some information to the Apache configuration for RDF for this WordPress. Okay. So go to this location etc httpd http in this location you have to give your WordPress configuration. For example, where WordPress hosted in which location. So go to down. The listener is 80, correct? Port 80. There is one index.html. Okay, this one. Open to the nano. VI is not working properly. Open using nano. Okay. So you need to look for root document. This is your root document. Okay. Sorry, document root. So document root means your application location, where is hosted, in which location application hosted. So in this location only WordPress hosted var under var www HTML, and WordPress is PHP. You can say it built on PHP, and its index file is index.php. So give index.php, or you can remove this HTML one also if you want. Okay, save it. Again, restart the service. Okay, and see it is working or not. So the index.php is opening. Okay, so it's only reading like simple text. Okay, to read your fully WordPress content, we need PHP package here. PHP or Amazon Linux. Run this command, Amazon Linux extra to install PHP. Install PHP 7.0, 7.2. Okay, 7.2 is there. Yes, and start the PHP FPM. PHP, start the PHP service, PHP FPM service. Now try it again. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so your PHP also working, but now here saying like database connection not established. How we resolve this issue? So let's check the configuration which have we given on WP config. Might be we have given WP config DB name demo, or it is capital or small. Let me check. Might be. Oh, I missed this. I haven't give DB host ID. That's the issue. Your DB is hosted on different server. You have to give the IP or endpoint of that server. So that's why. Okay. Save it. Okay, so your WordPress is ready. Name demo, username, password. You can save it and install WordPress. Okay, mail ID have to provide xyz at whatever you have, gmail.com. Install WordPress. Okay, so your WordPress server is ready. How you can check it's ready? Just copy and paste the IP on URL. So this is your WordPress. So I have created a WordPress server. Now I want custom image. Okay. For a custom image, I have did these things. Okay. How I can create it? Custom image. Go to action and under image, create image, name it demo. Create image. So 70% work is completed. After creating image, I not need this server. We can terminate or stop because this auto scaling group and load balancer are the main you can say resource which are going to create an instance automatically. Okay, this is a custom one. For an image, I have created this instance to create a custom image only. So I think a custom image. Till image get created, let's go and set up load balancer. Okay, so before setting load balancer, create target groups. What is target group? Target groups means target your instances where load balancer balance the load. Okay, so how load balancer balance the load? Like for example, if a traffic coming from the internet, it divided the traffic between the server round robin. Okay, one packet, one server, second packet into the second server. Like this way your load balancer will work. So target means your servers, group means group of servers. It's called target groups. Okay, so I'm going to create a group of instances, means servers. Select in target group name demo and your VPC. Nothing to do here, just create target group. Now go to the load balancer, create load balancer. So there are numbers of load balancer, network load balancer, gateway, and application load balancer, classic load balancer. So I'm going to use application load balancer. We'll discuss about this later. Okay, like what type of load balancer we have and how we can use it. So I'm going to use only application load balancer. Name it this load balancer should be internet facing and select your demo VPC which you created and your two subnets where your instances are going to be created with availability zone. And select your security group. Okay, or you can create a new one also. You can create select default one, and here select your target group which you created. So what will happen whenever the traffic come to the load balancer will receive the traffic which called listener part. Like listener will receive the traffic and forward that traffic to the target. Okay, so listener your ports means 80, 443, whatever the ports you have, like where you can listen the traffic. And just create a load balancer. So it's also done. Let's see AMI is ready or not. If it is ready, we can delete or terminate that instance. No more needed. So you can terminate. Okay. Now you can create an auto scaling. Create a launch configuration means here you're going to give the templates. Like whenever the instance are spin through auto scale or through auto scaling, from where it get information like what type of AMI it going to select, what type of instant family is going to create. So all the information we are going to give on launch configuration. So launch configuration have information that whenever the instance, whenever the like capacity needed, auto scaling will give that capacity with the sort of configurations which have been provided on launch configuration. So the custom AME which I have created, and here no need to give anything here also, and port 80. Instance type, and the key pair. So I already have the key pair. Just create the execute one. So launch configuration means template is ready. By using this template, auto scaling will creating an instance. Okay, now create auto scaling group, name ASG. So we have launch configuration, switch to launch configuration, demo. We have to select that particular PPC which we have created and that subnets which we have created. Next, so here I'm going to integrate load balancer with auto scaling group. Okay, so we already have one auto scaling, sorry, we already have one load balancer, so attached existing one. Okay, and that is this load application load balancer. This option allow you to attach application load, network and gateway load balancer. Select this option and select your target group and nothing else. Next, so desired capacity means your network will start with one or two servers. Start with two server, one in each subnet, and it will go maximum to 4, like when it needed. For example, if these two server become out of capacity, auto scaling will add more servers. Depends on the conditions, like depends on metric what we have given. Okay, here you can give metric. I'm not going to giving. We'll set up later. Next, okay, launch configuration. I have to check. It's saying like okay, let me delete this one. I think I've added the wrong one. Create launch configuration, demo, AME's instance, T2 micro. Or we can select existing one. It's saying like you can't add security group. One, two more. Let's see what are the security group I have. Okay. For now, I'm giving this, and later I'll change. Let me edit this word. Just click on next, and review the configuration. Create on next. Let me create a one security group. Demo. So create security group. Demo. Amy's. Okay. From here, you can select existing one. Okay. So your load auto scaling is ready. See, so it's almost ready. Your infrastructure is almost ready. You see, the server is spinning up. Here you will see two servers. I can search by running one. Instance is test running. After 2-3 minutes, you will see new servers here. New two servers. So what auto scaling doing? Auto scaling, spinning the servers. What are the depends on the configuration, and it taking the configuration from launch configurations. Configuration means what type of AMI it going to select, what type of instance family and XYZ information. It will store in this launch config. It is a template. Okay, it's template. So in this auto scaling, we will use this template to launching the instances. Okay, and load balancer are going to balancing the load between the server which are spinning by the auto scaling, and server has custom AMI, and custom AMI has your WordPress. Okay, AMI nothing, it's just a predefined template which contain operating system, application softwares, and other softwares. So take time, 2-3 minutes.
In the auto scaling, we can have different load balancer as well, right? Like from F5.
Yeah, in the load balancer, we can have network load balancer also, application load balancer also. At a time, only single load balancer.
So we can't have the NLB and ALB both.
In same auto scaling, no. In the same auto scaling, no. Like each auto scaling integrated with a single load balancer. Okay, understand why it's not. Actually, what happened? in both two servers, our services are not get started. Why? Because we haven't set up to on boot service started. Okay, that's why it won't get started. Let me do one. Just give me a second. Existing one. So where the healthy. Let me allocate the IPs to them, public IP. So I go inside that servers and start the services. Okay. So the reason is system CTL start HTTP, and the reason is PHP FPM. For onboot also, like whenever it get restarted, what we do is to enable. So this command I forget. So whenever it get on boot, it get start the service also. Now it will connect it to the should be healthy. Okay. Problem with the firewall. So it's loading. And it's loaded. little configuration are need to check, like firewall and all are set up. So it's are healthy, now it's showing healthy. Yeah, so it's ready. So see, one showing is healthy, second one showing is unhealthy. Why? Because I only started a service on single server in this one. That's why. If I started in this server also, it get healthy. The reason is that. So whenever you're creating a custom image, like first time when I'm creating a custom image, before that, run this 4 command. Like first start this Apache, then start this VHPM, then run this command enable one. Why? Because for example, you created the custom image, and when you attach to the secure auto scaling, it will spin the servers. When it is servers, so it will, if you not run this command, it will spin the server without starting this Apache and FPM service. Okay, if you run this command, it will start or spin the server by starting services like Apache and FPM. So your like application get ready. Okay. So when I'm creating this in machine, I haven't run this command. No, that's why it not get healthy. But when I started inside going manually, it get, now it's working now. Okay, but you can't remember this URL, correct? You need some name to access this site. For that, you need a DNS. Okay, DNS configuration. For that, AWS has Route 53 service. So some of service in AWS are free, came under free tier, and some of are always free, and some of are 1 year free. But Route 53 is paid one. Okay. So here you need to create a hostage zone. For example, before that you need a domain name. You have to purchase domain name. For example, this patch.itm. And create a record. For example, www bash dot this. Yeah, this is your domain name, and where it get your endpoints. You have to give endpoints where your application hosted. It is hosted behind the load balancer. In which region? Region is your physical location where data center is located. For example, in India, Mumbai is a physical location where data center is located. Availability zone is a data center, isolated data center. Okay. So we have created the whole infrastructure in North Virginia, and this is your load balancer, and create records. Records is created, but you need to you can say have this domain name. So there are many sites like GoDaddy, and some of site are give free domains for practice purpose. For example, no IP, free DNS. From here you can purchase. Purchase means you can, is a free, so no need to pay anything. You can just reserved. There are some purchase also like .com or others. Just give name. Okay. XYZ, whatever it is, or demo 113, like this way. Manage it now. So here you can give IP of your instance. Okay, where your website is hosted. And there is one more website for free domains, that is free domain name. I forget the exact name. It's already not GoDaddy. Yeah, free nome. So you can create a domains, reserve a domains on free nome also. Okay, so here we are, my domains. So I already have that. There are few I have. Let me use anyone. Load balance. This one. Let me use it. This one. And then go to the name servers. And you have to update the name server from root 53. Okay. So again, go to the hosted zone. Create another one. Delete this one because not needed. Let me create a new one. Okay. I'm just redirecting to the root 53 so I can manage from root 53 our DNS things. You can buy from GoDaddy or from anyone, any else domain registrar. You can redirect to the root 53. For that, you need to give this name servers here. Update the name server here. Okay, it's added. Now create a record with demo.alias. Your endpoint is load balancer. It's hosted on Virginia. And done. Like it will take like 10 minutes to get impacted. And will it get impacted? Let me delete the older one because I don't have this batch.itm domain. I have to purchase or I have to create. Now I can delete it. Okay. So now after the 10 minutes, it get impacted and we can access our application by using load balancer.cf like this. We'll have to wait. Okay, we have to wait. So the whole infrastructure is ready. Your EC2 instance is working. Your EC2 instance, auto scaling is working. All are it's working. Okay.